top being like. Do you guys want to be in the vlog?
What?
Shenton's vlogging. You want to be in the vlog?
Nah.
We should show everything we ate.
Okay. My mom makes this toffee every year.
The what?
Oh my god. Guess we gotta eat that one now.
And then I won't do it. What is it called?
It's like a little sponge cake that you're sitting on.
Not little.
8 ounces.
And we had
Chinese Fanta.
and this pear juice
And this.
and milk, and then we had pork
And duck.
and duck.
And now we're off to dinner.
Yeah, we're going to Victoria's for dinner. Have you watched Modern Family?
I watched like clips. I
Alright.
watched like the first season, I think. Why?
We're red and green.
Or red and green.
Christmas.
Christmas. Oh, we are heading out.
Oh, sorry. Are you vlogging?
Yeah.
Say hi to the vlog.
Oh yeah.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
Would you be competitive about trying out the best house?
Too lazy.
You want to say hi?
Hi to the vlog. Hi.
It smells good. It smells like food. Whoa, lettuce.
Yes, I look in you too. It's specifically a banana, cardamom,
Ew.
chocolate,
Oh wow.
walnut, banana. Double banana. In Korean, it's soya 볶음, 소시지 야채 볶음. So it's just paprika, onions, sausage, and sauce. And then I make jjigae, 된장찌개, because it's cold. It's cold? Warm.
Nice.
It's cold outside, so warm.
Wow.
Yes. And then cucumber. Kimchi. I love cucumber, except there's a lot of water that came out.
Because Cynthia doesn't eat actual kimchi.
I don't eat actual kimchi, I'm sorry. And then spinach.
Spinach.
And then
Egg.
egg.
Can I expose you? Yeah, go ahead.
Earlier she was like, I'm so excited for the massage. We went to dinner, and apparently they had like an inside joke. Their team, because I don't like them anymore, but I went to dinner, so she would always feel left out. Her husband had to be a picture, so she created a little like all of us. So she gave me one, and she.
That's so cute!
It might be better than
I'm so sorry.
No, sorry. Why are you sorry?
I'm sorry.
You know, because of the oil spill, that's why Dawn's like mascot is a duck.
Who's Dawn?
Because Dawn the soap.
The detergent?
Because yeah, they like.
Because they helped clean up the oil with the soap. And like, or what, I don't know if it was that oil. Yes.
Is that what you want?
That was Oh, I got a lot in there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Should we get chopsticks?
Okay.
Cups for the drink? I'm all good.
I'm alright. Less dishes for you to do.
Yeah. Sorry. I stopped myself. Thank you.
Pretty much.
Hey, man. Thank you for everything.
Wait, I'm gonna wash my hands. In which case everyone's gonna, so that's good. Good point.
Oh, also
Direct us.
free refills of these. And
Free refills.
well, those for the those for the picture.
Yes, right.
Also, I'm not sure if these taste good.
That's okay.
Stop. Wait, what are you eating?
Oh my god, you guys want to do a little cheers?
Yeah, I figured I licked off the spices already on this one. Cheers. Sorry, continue. Continue.
Yeah. Grace chop.
Edit that out of the vlog.
Wait, no, I'm gonna fast forward everything.
Yeah.
And put music over it.
Yeah. And that's really one particularly funny moment.
Yeah.
And that's one particularly good joke. I'm gonna try and make that joke. that the joke?
I don't know all your mom's friends.
You're my friend.
I could see myself, yeah, like if I started dating someone at 22 and I realized I'm gonna be my husband and I dated him for 2 full years and I was pretty sure about it and get engaged at 24 and then marry at 25. Oh,
Wait, so did your family already eat?
oh yeah.
How are they
Oh, yeah,
having
what are they
dinner
up to?
today?
What are they up to?
Right, later.
Okay.
And then I invited my Pi Alpha friend, and then she let me, or like she basically gave me her book, and oh, you should read it.
How far into it are you?
Like chapter 4,
Mm.
but the chapters are really short. I started like 2 days ago.
Do you like it?
It's been a while since I've read fiction, especially like old.
Like classic?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa.
I don't know how to turn this off. Wait, I'm like a grandma.
I think 0.5 is
Whoa.
okay.
No, it's doing like the like you can see me too while it's
Oh, I
easier.
can turn it off.
Okay.
That'd be kind of funny though.
I am but a grandma. Here you go.
Okay.
You can lower the pressure if you want.
On my legs?
It'll lower it on everywhere.
Okay. I think I'm okay.
Does it feel like it's pulling your legs? Like,
Yeah.
ripping it?
Not
Ripping it?
very grip though. Ow, a little bit. Yeah, my legs hurt so much. I feel like my back. Oh, okay.
What's that noise? What's that noise?
It's releasing my legs.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stop this again.
Oh my god, it's like surround system sound too.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm very immersed.
I'm gonna.
Do you feel it?
Yeah, it's on my butt right now.
I like the butt. The butt part. It's nice.
You like the butt?
Yeah, I like the butt one.
Whoa.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. To our couch engine. Yeah.
Yeah, our,
Right.
my hip is here. Oh.
Wait, my hip isn't like hip bone.
Yeah, hip bone. My hip
Yeah,
bone
my
is
hip
right
bone's
here.
Right here. Yeah, that'll do it. But still, you're taller. Where's yours at? Here. Oh wait, I'm really short. That's so. Is that, wait, really? Wait, am I like that short, you guys? What? Versus like, yeah, I'm definitely like a very early breaker.
So I'm back at Cynthia's home and we just had a nice like chat before bed, and yeah, I think so. It's like nearly 2 a.m. It's nearly 2 a.m. right now, and tomorrow we're gonna get lunch with our friend Sam at like 1:30. I think we're gonna get more Korean food. I just like, I will never say no to Korean food. That's just how I am. I think dinner at Victoria's was especially nice because it was like a nice home cooked Korean meal. Like I will always like Korean food, but I think kind of the extra factor of it being like home cooked is just like such a nice vibe. I don't know, I feel like I'm always like kind of homesick for that. So that was like really nice, to be honest. I felt so like joyful. I don't know, not to get like sappy, but yeah, so we had dinner. She cooked for us and also baked for us. And then we talked for like hours and hours. We were there for like over 4 hours, I think. Just catching up. And then tomorrow we're getting lunch with another friend of ours. And then dinner with another friend, and then Victoria's joining for that as well. But yeah, I'm excited, and it's just like nice to come to Nova. Cynthia earlier asked me if I ever feel weird when I'm in Nova, which was like kind of open-ended, I think, on purpose. And I think upon some rumination, how I feel is that when I'm here, it is definitely nice, and I really appreciate the opportunity to come to Nova because I don't have family here, so I don't really have reason to come here. Or I do have reason, but it's not like I come here for like the holidays or something and I happen to see my college friends then. It's more like I have to make an intentional effort to visit Nova. I definitely feel like a visitor, which I am obviously. Like I don't have a home here, I don't even have a car, so I have to depend on other people. And then what that leads to is like I definitely feel out of place when I'm here. Yeah, like there's definitely familiarity with this place, but I don't really feel like this is my place, I guess, which is fine, I guess. Like I don't mean that in like a melodramatic way, but it's just interesting to think about. But then it's like, do I feel like New York is my home? I'm not sure. Sometimes I'll be like walking down the streets of New York and it feels so like, it feels so normal. But like, would I say that I feel like at home in New York either? Like, I don't really think so either. So it's like kind of a strange feeling. I think I'm coming to face with this idea like more during the holidays, obviously, when people keep saying like, oh, I'm going back home, or like I get asked a lot like, when are you going back home for the holidays? And I kind of just tell them like, oh, like my family's in New York. But yeah, I've been really appreciating my time here, and the fact that I have friends who are willing to house me. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Wait, we need to start at the beginning of the song. Wait. Thank you. I hate when Tree says no. So we can go this long. You know, like those like Christmas like holiday like spice scents.
I hate spice.
Might smells like nothing to me.
Wait, what? It's so strong.
Well, really highlight only the good moments. Did not even take it. You missed vlog. You missed Hyunjin being overstimulated by
This purse, I like never use purse. I always use bagu, and just like sliding off of my puffer. I have purse. Just sliding off of my shoulder all the time is going to be the end of me.
I want tteokbokki ramen. I am lit for this.
Wait, did we order anything else?
Fried dumpling. Ray, how are you? Come join us, why don't you? Hi, Brian.
Sit down, have a chat.
How are you?
Looks better.
The cloud is really pretty because like pink.
Yeah, it's pink.
It's pink?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see
What
that.
does it look like to you?
A gray.
Oh,
It's so pretty. And
Oh.
that side is really pretty.
okay. Does it look orange to you?
Wait, to
or
me,
what
this
is
is definitely 100% better than that.
Yeah, because you can't see it the way it's correct. Oh, wow. What a nature of giving we have in this house at this table. I changed it. Oh, good job.
Cute.
Go there. Me and Austin would come here, and it was just like a small thing. But yeah, something random.
Hello, I'm at Abby's now for tonight. I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'm not tired, but Abby and her husband are asleep, so I'm gonna be reading my book. To be honest, I think I'm realizing that maybe I don't really enjoy vlogging when I'm like traveling. Maybe I have to figure it out more, like, because some things I definitely like to document, but then other times I would rather just not pull out my phone and record. And also, like, I don't think I know the flow of when to like explain myself or like kind of transition. Maybe those are all just things I'd have to learn, and once I learn them, like, it won't be a nuisance. But yeah, so far on this trip I feel like it's been more of a distraction. So I feel like with what I have, I don't even know if I can make a cohesive or like coherent vlog, to be honest. So we shall see. So the plan today is that I'm gonna be working from home at Abby's place until 5, and then I have a bus at 6 p.m. to go back to New York. And at noon, a friend of mine will be picking me up for coffee, lunch. I have no idea, but I'll be hanging out with her. I'll step away from work just don't know. They don't know. Back in New York.
This is 14th Street.
Hi, I'm back in New York, and if I keep looking past you guys, it's because for the first time I'm filming myself, but with the back camera. So I'm like looking at myself in the mirror to make sure that I look fine. It's like, I want to say 11 p.m. something. I'm reunited with this guy. Hello. Thing about him when I leave him is that he meows so much at the door, like I hear him behind the door. And then as soon as I open the door, he just like acts like he doesn't care. It's good to be back. I suspect that this is how this vlog is gonna look. It's gonna be a bunch of clips of memories that will only make sense to me, and then it's gonna be this last bit that's just me rambling and just, I guess, kind of doing a digital journal here. Yeah, I guess I had a lot of thoughts during my trip to Nova. I think that the last time that I really visited Nova I went there in July for a friend's wedding, but I don't really count that because I was just in and out, and we were in the countryside and just there for the wedding. And I'd say before that, I guess I was there a year ago for a Christmas like get together with my class, but that also didn't really feel like I was visiting Nova because I was kind of confined to just one home, and we were all meeting there as a reunion. So I really can't say the last time that this might be the first time post-grad that I really visited Nova, and I felt many emotions. For one, I think I felt just a continuous stream of just like thankfulness and feeling so blessed that I had even a friend to offer me like, you know, a trip back to Nova and a place to stay. Well, friends, actually I stayed at 2 different places. And then I felt grateful that I had friends to even see that were worth my time, that were worth my whole trouble of coming all the way down there. I think I've always been grateful for friendship. I think everyone is, but I think obviously in post-grad, as things shift, I've just grown more and more grateful for close adult friendships. And yeah, or even the fact that, you know, my friend Victoria was like, hey, I really want to cook for you guys, was just so heartwarming. And little things, right? Like me arriving at Cynthia's home and her dad being like, you know which bedroom is yours. And in fact, I didn't know which bedroom was mine because I'd slept in multiple bedrooms of theirs. Or yeah, friends being like, it's literally no problem to drive you around when you're carless because they're just glad to see you and spend time with you. I think these are all things I don't take lightly at all. So that was definitely a very strong thing that I felt throughout the trip, and I don't want to forget that. Yeah, and I go into like the next sort of container feelings I felt that are of the same genre and vibe. And I think this next part, like, I don't want to sound like in any way condescending or like, yeah, like I'm looking down on people, but at the same time I fully know that what I'm saying sounds like, or maybe is literally that, so I can't really avoid it. And I don't really want to sugarcoat anything because this is my journal. So I moved to Nova when I was in 8th grade, so I was like 14 years old, and I grew up there. Like I went to high school there, and then I went to UVA, which is, you know, a popular school that many Nova kids go to. So in some ways I've been surrounded by Nova culture and I know it very well in some ways, but at the same time I think that I never was really in the in-group even throughout high school. I only had like one friend and like we just hang out. So in a lot of ways, like I never really felt like I was part of the Nova bubble. And like a lot of people in Nova sort of have been there for, you know, at least 2 generations, or, you know, their parents are very established in the community and they kind of grow up all together. And I didn't really have any of that. And so I was always aware of the Nova bubble, and sometimes I'd feel like I was in it because I was taking part in it in a way, but then I also felt like I was definitely not in it, especially when I went to UVA. There were just so many names being dropped, and like especially just the Korean Christian community is so small, and even though I was in it, I wasn't in it. And yeah, so I was always aware of that, but I think I really realized what it was like during this trip, or maybe like it's always been around me, but it just became more stark to me because I was coming from New York. There was this moment where I went to this cafe, and I've been to this cafe before with a friend, but maybe we went during like non-peak hours or something. But I walk in, and we walk in already knowing that someone that we went to college with is gonna be there because we have his location on Find My. So I'm like, oh cool, like I haven't seen him in a while, like, you know, down to see his face for a sec. Walk in, and immediately I recognize like 3 different people of 3 different groups, or like really the same group, right? Like, and that's like alarming, and it's just like a sea of Korean faces. And as an outsider looking in, I could be totally inaccurate, but what it really felt like was just a group of people who all know each other, who all like have this routine of going to this cafe post church or post lunch, post church. And again, this is where I'm gonna sound like I'm looking down on these people, but it felt so claustrophobic. Okay, and I know it's gonna sound like I'm just hating from outside of the club, but it's not really necessarily a club that I really want to be in anyway, so that's okay. It just felt like the world suddenly became so small, and I was grateful to not be in it, in that, which, yeah, it sounds kind of mean. And like just watching everyone interact with each other in there, it was just like hard to breathe a little bit. It might sound dramatic, but that's really how it felt. It struck me so hard. I wish I could articulate it better, and I don't think even myself listening back will fully remember how it felt, so I'm trying my best. But I think I really got to realize in a different way like how much I've expanded my world, and yeah, by moving to New York, which is obvious. That's just like people all know that that's gonna happen when you move to a city, versus like moving back to the suburbs you grew up in. Like it's not really a diss. It's just like, you know, a fact that everyone knows. And that's like, that really felt like, wow, this is what people mean when they say the Nova bubble. This is what a lot of people are picturing. And it really felt like the epitome of the phrase comfort zone. I felt like I'd entered like the vibe of that phrase, like immediately, just the atmosphere. There's nothing left for me here in Nova. All my family is in New York. I don't have a physical home in Nova. I don't have deep enough roots. I have my college roots, but you know, those few. Yeah, and I just felt like so incredibly out of place. Yeah, I think that surprised me because I still had in some part grown up in Nova, so I thought, you know, like going on the highways and seeing, you know, like Centerville and those places would bring back nostalgia and inspire like home feelings, but like not at all. And I'm coming back and I see in the distance the New York City skyline like appear, and I nearly shed a tear. I was trying to think about like why I felt so strongly. Like obviously the feeling is like, wow, I'm like home. Like that's like the simple way to put it. But like to elaborate on it, I think it felt like, oh yes, it felt like I was returning home, which is obviously a nice feeling. But it felt like something so like grand, something so epic and iconic was welcoming me back home. And the fact that I could call that my home and that I could say that I feel more comfortable there than anywhere else, it was really humbling, like that like someone like me can feel that way about a city like New York. Because I think, you know, as a transplant, and I've only been here for like, I don't know, 16 months or no, maybe like 18 months. I think I feel wary to ever call like myself a New Yorker or like, you know, call New York home. But like, you know, my whole family is here. And I think I do miss New York so much when I leave it. So even if maybe you can't call me a New Yorker, I definitely call New York home. And I just felt so emotional. And the last time I felt this way was when I'd flown back to Newark from Brisbane. And yeah, I saw New York from my window. And that's when I really did cry, actually. And I don't know, I was just overwhelmed with homesickness. And then I think after I feel the homesickness, and like, oh my God, I miss it so much. I feel, yeah, like what I was saying, like humbled that like, I'm like yearning for home in this place, in a place like New York. I know that everything I just said sounds like an overglaze of New York and a diss at Nova, but I guess I don't mean that as a message, but I just mean it as like, this is how I felt, and like, so I'm just talking about it. I'm not trying to like make a statement or even a grander observation. Yeah. I was showering and I thought of like a few other things I wanted to include. I think that and it's probably gonna sound redundant to anyone who's not myself, but I think that the level of welcoming and just love and support and and want to spend time with me exists truly only in Nova. It's not in New York, not yet anyway. And so in some ways it feels like when I go to Nova, like I was saying, it feels like there's nothing for me there. And it really feels like sort of something that I've left behind. And at the same time, it's so special to me, and it holds something that is so incredibly cherishable and, you know, worth valuing in my life. And I can't ignore that. Yeah. I remember that my mom growing up, whenever I like move, and I moved around a little bit when I was younger. We lived in 4 different states. New York is my 5th state. And every single time I'd move and I'd move to a new school system or like district where I have to leave my friends behind, I'd be so sad and bitter towards my parents or my mom. Obviously that like bitterness and like stubbornness like went down as I grew older and we moved, but I just remember being so incredibly sad, especially when I left Indiana. I was, I think, 10 at the time. Yes, I would have been 10, and I was so upset that we were leaving and we moved to Maryland. And the thing that my mom kept saying to us and to me a lot is 세상이 얼마나 큰데, which means the world is so large, you know, the world is so big. And my mom, in a lot of things, you know, I've grown to realize has been right. I think that's just one thing about life, that you grow up, you know, not understanding your parents, and then you slowly slip into understanding. And this is something I'm understanding more and more, just like how large the world is. And I feel so happy with myself that I am continuing to expand. And I think that with life, you know, you go through your kind of elementary school, and then you go into middle school, and you go to high school, and then you go to college, and it's like each time you are like entering a new phase that offers more and more stimulation and more cause for growth. And then obviously post-grad is like a learning curve in itself, like entering the workforce, you know, like you have to grow. But then I think it's easy to like kind of stagnate? Yeah, become stagnant, because like those stimulations become less and less, or like, I mean, it makes sense. Like you can't expect to be, you know, challenged like consistently in life. Maybe you can seek that out for yourself. I want to postpone that sort of flatter part of the function for as long as possible. Sorry, for not as long as possible, but for a little bit longer. I feel like when you're a kid, at least for myself, I remember particularly in middle school and then also in high school, that every single year I would look back at my like previous academic year self and think that she was so stupid in her choices, in like maybe in her academics, I don't know. Oftentimes in her style, right? That was like a big thing. Like I was like, I can't believe I thought that looked good. Or like maybe I, you know, acted a certain way in a social setting, or like I was a certain way. And I would just really cringe at myself. And I remember in high school thinking, like, when am I gonna stop like hating my past year self? It felt comedic how like without fail the next year I'd be like, huh, like my freshman year self was so annoying and dumb, you know? And I was like, when am I gonna be good enough that I will just not have any issues with myself in the future? My future self won't look back at me right now and cringe the fuck out. The fact that I was able to cringe at myself back then just means that I've grown so much. Hopefully, you know, in some ways. And I think that if I look back always and were to always be like, I did everything correctly, I was perfect, then that feels stagnant to me and like something I don't want. At least for now. I know, again, like I was saying, there will be a time when, like, you know, you shouldn't be like, you know, too much like, dang, I was really an idiot always. But point is, it's a lot of words to just say like, I want to keep growing. And I think I'm faced with this fact in different ways over and over in my post-grad life. I will never take for granted my friends in Nova and the people of that time period of my college time that just, you know, yeah, I really hold them dear. Now this kid needs to stop growing. Everyone keeps saying that he's fat. Guys, is he fat? Like, okay, I think maybe it's because he has a small face, but like when I really don't think he's fat. He's not happy right now, but okay, he does a single lick because he's annoyed. Anyway, I'm gonna end this little digital journaling here. Surely it's just myself watching now, maybe my boyfriend. I don't blame him if he didn't finish this, but yeah. Thanks for watching.